What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. Super excited for this one. We're gonna get a little creative with this video. Gonna be doing a little food challenge. So yeah, I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Let's get this intro started and get this video going.
Right now.
Tell me who you are, get in the car.
Right now.
Alright, so like I said in the intro, this is going to be a little bit of a food challenge. Technically it's a full day of eating video, but with a little twist. The challenge here that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hit all my macros for the day, only doing fast food places. So this one's I feel like it's going to be a tough one, considering how fast food in general is, with it being really dense, really high in pretty much every category. So I think one thing I could see myself struggling on would be trying to get the proper protein intake, as well as being able to do that while limiting my fats, because typically with fast food places, the fats are really high to begin with. So we're just gonna scroll throughout the day on our phones, see which fast food places are there around my area, and then we're gonna pick and choose each item. The macros I'm gonna hit for this challenge is for protein. I'm gonna give ranges for each one. So for protein, I'm gonna hit somewhere between 170 and 175. For carbs, I'm gonna shoot for the 300 range, because like I said in past videos, I am in a bulking state right now. So I'm slowly trying to increase my carbohydrates, just so I reap up the progress with my strength gains. And then with fats, I'm gonna try not to go anything over 60. I think that's gonna be the hardest part, is keeping my fats at bay. But yeah, we'll see how this thing goes. I am at the first destination right now. We are at McDonald's, the classic Mickey D's. That said, it is the morning too, so I'm just getting the day started. So we're gonna start with something pretty small. This is actually gonna be my pre-workout meal too, so I'm just gonna scroll on my phone real quick, see what options are out there. And so far, the option that I had initially is still the best option. I'm going to tweak it a little bit, just because, again, the fats are a little bit high on this one, so I'm going to tweak it as best as I can. But yeah, I'll head in there really quick and then I'll show you what I get. Alright, so I was initially planning to eat inside just to give the full McDonald's experience, but legit, when I went in there, it was totally packed. Every seat was pretty much taken with a bunch of seniors, so I'm gonna decide to do this in the car. But like I said, not going super crazy with meal number one. It's literally, if you saw in the last clip, an egg white, or not egg white sandwich, but honestly, it kind of looks like an egg white, considering there's not much yolk in this egg piece over here. But it's an egg McMuffin. Now, I did adjust it so I didn't get the cheese to kind of lower the fats. So that'll be meal number one. And then yeah, I got this little orange juice as well, just for some quick carbs. But this meal in total, when I plug it into MyFitnessPal, we got 70 grams of carbs, which I'll for sure use during my workout. And then we got 8 grams of fat, and then as well as 13 grams of protein. So solid meal for meal number one. Good way to start off the day and get ready for my workout. This is the egg McMuffin, so we literally just got a piece of ham and then pretty much egg whites in this thing. I think they added a little bit of butter too, so that's where the fats kind of kick in. But I'm gonna eat this. And then take a sip of this OJ. Yep. Gonna finish this real quick, and then I'm gonna head to the gym.
Sit back, homie, relax. In fact, grab a six-pack, kick back while I kick facts. Yeah, Dre, sick track, perfect way to get back. Wanna hit something quick whack? So for today's workout, we got the Limitless Pre over here. So this is a really good option if you want something that has both BCAAs and creatine along with your stimulants. And then for an intra, decided to go with this BCAA and citrulline mixture that I kind of concocted while I was at Popeye. So there's citrulline malate to help with blood flow, BCAAs to help support with recovery. And then with that, I'm gonna add this one over here. So this is the Ghost Lemon in this limited edition CG version. So this is his focus ingredient or focus product that I got way back when. So just doing what I can to just finish this off throughout this whole week. I might
film exercises here and there because this is a more so of like a full day of eating video. I might limit the whole workout aspect with it, but we'll see. I have my camera, so I'm just gonna, if I film, I film. If I don't, I don't. But yeah, we're gonna get this workout started. Alright, so finally finished up that workout, and now we're gonna be heading into meal number 2. Figured out what I was gonna get for meal number 2 while I was on the cardio. And legit, I know you guys will be surprised with the macros on these guys. Also, this is a place I've been craving to go for a while, but yeah, you'll see in a bit. Alright, so for our post-workout meal, and aka meal number 2, I got 2 of these grilled chicken sandwiches at Wendy's. Now I've been craving Wendy's for a while. Obviously, typically I wouldn't just get the grilled chicken sandwich, but for today's challenge, these were the best macros. And speaking of that, I'll show you I'll tell you guys what the macros are for these sandwiches, and they're actually pretty insane. So I end up getting 2 just because they're really good, and then I feel like it makes this challenge a little bit more manageable. But for one of these grilled chicken sandwiches, it is 36 carbs, only 9 grams of fat, which is insane to find in a fast food option here, and then with a whopping 29 grams of protein. So I got 2 of these since it's gonna easily fill up my protein content for the day. It's gonna get a good chunk of it. I'll see if I'll eat both of them right away. I might save one for a little bit later in the day, because I'll expect this is a little bit more filling. But we'll calculate the two of these sandwiches right now in our daily intake. So if I add these 2 in my Fitness Pal, so the total of these 2 burgers on top of everything I've had so far, it'll bring me back up to 71 grams of protein, 142 grams of carbs, and 26 grams of fat. So looking at these numbers, definitely still got a lot more wiggle room to work with my fat intake. Carbs is starting to hit the halfway point, upwards to the 300. And then same thing with the protein intake. There's gonna be a few more meals that I'll need to make up for it. But yeah, this is the grilled chicken sandwich. As you can see, your basic grilled chicken, and if I open it up, there's just your basic lettuce and tomato, so nothing too crazy about it. First bite. That's actually pretty solid. It's not dry or anything like that. Wow. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and eat the second one. I'm actually pretty hungry right now. Sandwich number 2. Alright, so finished up those 2 sandwiches. Did not get a drink with this meal, at least like not a soft drink or anything like that, because I do have something planned. Honestly, we're just gonna get it right away. Yeah, like I do have a beverage on hand that will help not only with my carb intake, but with my protein intake as well. I feel like this is another, I guess, kind of hack you could do. Maybe you're trying to find some not only calorie friendly, but just like carb friendly, high in protein friendly, low in fat option when it comes to like fast food. So hopefully you guys are getting some ideas. Like say if you're on a time crunch, you have no idea what to grab, and you still want to make those healthy-ish conscious options. Or if you're even on prep too, I think this will help a lot of people on prep that want like a cheat meal and won't go overboard with their macros or anything like that. But yeah, we'll get the beverage real quick and I'll show you what it is. Actually, I lied. Made a quick pit stop at home just to switch up the shirt. While the other one was getting a little sweaty, so I want to switch into something a little bit more dry. But yeah, now on to meal number 3. Mall. Got a little protein smoothie from Judo Juice. Now this is the mocha protein, and macros for these are pretty phenomenal. You get 27.7 grams of protein, pretty much 0.5 grams of fat, and 62.6 grams of carbs. So again, low on the fat, high on the protein. I'm getting a good amount of carbs as well with it, so my carbs are filling up pretty fast. When I put this into my fitness pal, this brings me up to, alright, so grand totals, 99 grams of protein, 205 grams of carbs, and 27 grams of fat. So carbs are filling up pretty quick, like I said. Fats and protein still have to keep up, but the next few options will kind of cover for that. So while I'm here, I'm going to be doing errands. I'm going to sip on this. And yeah, we'll head into meal number 4. I guess you could call this meal number 3. Since it has a pretty balanced macronutrient content. But yeah, see you in meal number 4. Alright, so just finished up doing my errands. Now it's a little bit later in the day, so just in time for meal number 5, and we are here at Chipotle's uglier cousin, aka Qdoba. And I say that with good intentions. Qdoba's pretty dope, but yeah, honestly, we do need a Chipotle at some point here in the city, because it just smashes Qdoba by like miles. If you guys haven't been down to the States and tried Chipotle yet, definitely missing out. But yeah, in the meantime, our meal number 5 is gonna be here at Qdoba. Boom. Alright, so here at Qdoba, we got the Impossible Fajita Bowl. Typically when I go to places like this, I usually get a bowl just because you get a little more creative with it, a little bit more flexible, but this is what it came with. So we also got some corn, salsa, mixed in with some rice at the very bottom. There is some black beans and fajitas kind of just mixed in as well. And then with the meat, we got the Beyond Meat, I believe is what they use. That's what I'm thinking what the Impossible Fajita Bowl kind of means, but now this is gonna pretty much finish up my carbs. I did look at this on my fitness pal a little bit earlier. The macros for these, according to the website, would be 85 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and 28 grams of protein. So adding this to our totals, it brings us all the way to 127 grams of protein, 290 carb, and 42 grams of fat. So I pretty much hit my carbohydrates already. It's already heading to the 300 range. So proteins and fats is what I need to make up for. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit creative in my last meal. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet, but yeah, like I said, protein and fats earlier in this video will probably be the hardest to hit, but we'll make it work. I've actually never tried this bowl either, so a little taste test right away. Also, I've never tried Beyond Meat before, so we'll actually see how this tastes like. Definitely a unique taste. Not sure how to describe it, but actually not bad. Also, quick tip too, anytime you get Qdoba and you're going for a bowl, always ask for a wrap on the side. Now, if I wasn't doing this food challenge, that's what I would do. That way you get the experience of both a bowl like this and a full-on burrito. So why not get the best of both worlds? But yeah, just gonna mix this up real quick, and then this will be meal number 5. Alright, so final meal of the day. Had to kind of like do a little search for this one, but we have here from Dairy Queen 2, I guess chicken nuggets. I think they call it rotisserie style chicken bites. But upon opening these up, these actually look pretty sad for what they are. This is it right here, so nothing super crazy. Got like 6 pieces of each in each box, and because my protein intake was all that's left that I needed to hit, these were the best options that I could find on the website, or when I was searching for different fast food places. I actually skipped this over rather than kind of going out because it's a little bit later, and I still needed to edit this video, so while I was doing that, I ordered this. But yeah, with these two to finish off the macros, each one contains 3 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 22 grams of protein. So times that by 2. So for the grand total, for our end total for this food challenge, it comes out to 296 carbs, 171 grams of protein, and the final number of 54 grams of fat. Kind of hit all the ranges that I wanted. Fats, I kept it on the low side. I didn't manage to hit the 60, which is fine. I didn't want to max that one out. I tried to limit that one as best as I can, but everything else were pretty much on point. Alright, so I've never actually tried these chicken bites before, but this is a close-up of what it looks like. Hopefully it kind of focuses on these guys. But there's the chicken bite, and first taste test of it all just plain. Not gonna lie, they're pretty dry, so kind of explains why it's a little bit lower on the fat content, because these are actually pretty lean for what they are. Had a feeling that would happen, so that's why I kind of had this sauce on the side here. This right here is the Jihu's sweet chili sauce. So with that, a serving I believe is 2 grams of carbs, but what I put here is less than that. So I'm not even gonna count this. If anything, just an extra 1 gram of carb. But so that being said, this kind of finishes off the total macros of the day. Again, hit everything that we wanted. Hopefully you guys got some tips and got some ideas of what foods that you could grab, say if you're in a time crunch and you want a healthier option. Hopefully what I showed you in this video kind of gives you a rough idea of how to go about it. I'm gonna complete this, eat all these pieces, so we got 12 pieces to go. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and comment down below. Again, I always like seeing comments and engagement kind of going on in this channel. Other than that, catch you all in the next video.